data management, and it is all about probabilities and normal distribution. So this is our module 6, the start of the coverage of your final examination. So let's now discuss the applications of a normal curve in statistics sa mga performances ng mga students in a certain class or in their daily activities gamit ang ating tinatawag na z-scores. Actually, napahapyawan na natin ang pag-compute ng z-scores, if you still remember, sa ating midterm, di ba? Z-score is equal to x minus the population mean over or divided by the standard deviation. So, yun yung magagamit ulit natin yun na formula natin in finding the probabilities using standard or z-scores. So, here in probabilities and normal distribution, tinatawag siyang normal distribution or Gaussian distribution in honor of Sir Carl Friedrich Gauss. Ano po? Wherein, ang normal, tinawag siyang normal distribution kasi ang kanyang graph, just like here sa ating picture dito sa ating presentation, para siyang bell shape, okay? Or symmetric yung kanyang shapes na graph. That's why it is called normal distribution. Wherein dito sa ating normal distribution, meron tayong meron siyang mga distinct properties kung bakit siya tinawag na normal distribution. Number 1 is that here, since ito ang ating bell curve o bell shape na normal distribution, ang isa sa kanyang mga properties ay ang ating mean, mode, and median are all equal. Meaning to say, pare-pareho, andito si mean, andito si median, andito si mode. So, pantay lahat yung ating mean, median, and mode dito sa normal distribution. Hindi siya positively skewed or negatively skewed, or hindi rin siya pantay-pantay. I mean, hindi yung kanyang graph is that constant lang. Okay? Second properties ng ating normal distribution is that yung curve natin is symmetric at the center. When we say symmetric, para siyang mirror na kung ang normal curve natin ay symmetric, meaning to say, meaning to say that is 50% of our values or half ng ating values are to the left mula sa ating center or mula sa ating mean, and the other 50% ng ating values ay mapupunta to the right or exactly half ng ating values are to the right ng ating normal distribution. Wherein, pag ang total ng ating area under ng ating curve ay 100% or that is a total of area under the curve is 1. Okay, so ito yung lagi yung tatandaan na yung area, lahat ng area nito, okay, mapadulo, mapagitna, at saka dulo dito, ang area niya lagi ay 1. So, yan yung apat na properties ng ating normal distribution, wherein mean, median, and mode are all equal. Second is, the curve is symmetric or symmetrical. Third is, half of the values are exactly to the left, or that is 50%, and the other 50% or half of the values are to the right of our distribution or curve. And ang total area under the curve ay 1. So, yun yung apat na properties ng ating normal distribution. Okay? So, pasok agad tayo sa example. Ano po? Para mas madali. Okay. Paano ba natin gagamitin ang z-score or z-values natin? Alright? Ang gagamitin natin, class, is etong dalawang table natin. Take note, magkaiba po ang table for negative z-values and iba ang table na gagamitin for positive z-values. This is very important. I gave you already a copy of this. Nakalagay sa likod lang ng mga module ninyo. So, wag nyong pupunitin, wag nyong wawalain kasi kakailanganin nyo yung dalawang page na yan during your final examination. Yan yung gagamitin ninyo to find the probability of a certain problem. Okay? So, first example natin. Okay, first example, let's try to find parang di ata mabasa. Gawin nating white. Okay, so first example natin, let's try to find the probability. What is the probability at z is less than or equal to 1.65? Okay. So, first example natin, what is the probability at z-score is less than or equal to 1.65? That is 1.65. Okay? All we need to do is to make a graph. Okay? Gawa tayo ng graph na normal curve. Ayan, assuming that this is a normal curve. Alright. So, in a number line, of course, nasa gitna yung ating 0, 1, and 2, and also 3 kung gusto nyo pa ng 3. Then, to the left naman is negative 1, negative 2, and negative 3. Okay po? So, ito yung ating normal curve. Now, i-plot natin yung ating hinahanap na probability which is less than or equal to 1.65. So, saan ba natin malolocate itong 1.65? Alangan namang dito tayo sa negative, positive yung ating hinahanap. Therefore, andito si 1. So, 1.65, let's assume na andito si 1.5. Therefore, lagpasan natin konti. So, let's say andito si 1.65. Okay po? So, dito matatagpuan si 1.65. But, ang hinahanap natin is less than or equal to. Therefore, dapat ang ating shaded part ay dito sa left side ng ating distribution. Kasi less than or equal to yung hahanapin natin. Ito yung hahanapin natin na area. Ano ang area ng ating probability at z is less than or equal to 1.65? Okay? After mong mag-graph, after mong i-plot yung ating probability at i-shade yung hinahanap na area ng curve natin, punta ka ngayon sa ating, gamitin na natin ngayon yung ating standard normal cumulative probability table. Okay? Since ang ating given is positive, no? Hinahanap natin ay 1.65. Hindi naman siya negative. Therefore, ang gagamitin natin na table ay itong positive z-values. Gagamitin mo lang itong negative z-values kung negative yung given, okay? But since this is positive, di dun tayong positive tayong gagamitin. Okay, so dito tayo ngayon. 1.65, ano po? So, first thing to do is to get, paghiwalayin natin ito. Kukunin natin ang 1.6 first decimal, 1.6, and 0.005. Pinaghiwalay lang natin yung 1.65. Get the first decimal, that is 1.6, and then yung pangalawang decimal, that is 0.05. Kasi itong 1.6 natin, ilolocate natin siya dito sa pababa ng ating table. Okay? So, si 1.6 ay matatagpuan dito. Andito si 1.6. And then, yung 0.05 naman, dito natin ilolocate sa first row ng ating table. So, andito si 0.05. Okay? So, para makuha na natin yung ating hinahanap na probability or area ng ating curve is that tignan mo lang saan ba magmi-meet yung dalawang yon. Okay? I guess dito sila magmi-meet. Okay? Ayan yung katapat ni 0.05. Ay, mali. Naduling. Mali. Ito pala siya dapat. So, katapat ni 1.6, nakatapat ni 0.05, that is 0.9505. Kaya naman, ang area na hinahanap natin ng probability at z is less than or equal to 1.65 is 0.9505. Balikan ko lang, baka mali. 9505. Okay. Therefore, ito yung area. Ito yung area nitong ating curve less than or equal to 1.65. That is our first example. How about, okay, our second example, that is finding for less than. Pag less than or equal to, ano po? But what if, ang question ay, what is the probability or what is the area? Kasi area naman yung ano. What is the area at z greater than or equal to 1.65. Pansin ninyo, pareho sila, no? 1.65, 1.65. But this time, ang hahanapin natin ay yung area greater than or equal to 1.65. So again, mag-draw lang tayo ng normal curve. Okay, assuming na perfect normal curve yung ginawa ko. So, gawa tayo ng number line, 0, 1, 2, 3, and then to the left is negative 1, negative 2, and negative 3. So this time, andito pa rin naman siya, di ba? Pareho silang andito eh. Let's assume na andito si 1.65. Kung kanina, to the left tayo nag-shade kasi less than yung hinahanap natin, this time, dito po tayo sa part na ito, mag-shade or eto yung area na hahanapin natin sa ating normal distribution kasi ang ating hinahanap ay greater than or equal to 1.65. Okay? Since merong tayong dalawang paraan para hanapin kapag greater than or equal to yung area. Unang gagawin natin is that mag-less tayo ng 1. Diba? Sabi ko nga kanina, ang total area, isa sa mga properties ng ating normal distribution ay ang total area ng curve, under the curve natin ay 1. So therefore, isa sa pangaparaan ay mag-less lang tayo ng 1, less, ano ba yung value z-value ng ating 1.65 kanina na nakuha, and that is 0.9505. Di ba yan yung value niya kanina doon sa ating positive z-values? Okay? So, mag-less lang tayo ng 1, less 0.9505, and that is equal to 0.0495. So, yan yung isang paraan para makuha natin yung area ng hinahanap natin pag greater than ang hinahanap. Greater than or equal to. Okay, isang paraan. Isang paraan ay kunin lang, since kapag greater than since positive yung hinahanap natin, kunin mo lang yung negative sign niya or gawin mo lang siyang negative. So, from positive 1.65, gawin mo siyang negative 1.65. Okay? Then, tignan mo sa table. Ngayon, instead na sa positive ka na titingin, dito ka na sa negative z-values titingin kasi ginawa nga natin siyang negative. Ano? So, tignan natin kung tatama ba yung aking hula. So, negative 1.6 and negative 0. Hindi na pala siya negative. Negative 1.6 and 0.05 pa rin tayo. Dito si 0.05. And then, si negative 1.6 ay nandito. So, saan ba sila magmi-meet? Negative 1.6 is ayan. Ayan siya. 0.0495. Tama ba? Tugma ba tayo doon sa nakuha natin? Yes, tugma tayo. Pareho sila, kaya naman yun yung dalawang paraan natin na pagkuha ng area kapag greater than. Ito ay kapag greater than. Pero hindi siya applicable kung less than yung hinahanap natin. Okay po? Gagamitin lang natin, pwede lang natin siyang i-convert to negative para makuha agad-agad at hindi ka na magle-less ng 1. Okay? Pero kung hindi mo naman siya masundan, o di okay lang, huwag kang mag-convert to negative, kunin mo yung value, then mag-less ka lang ng 1. Same pa rin naman yung magiging sagot natin dyan. So, yun lang yung dalawang paraan. Okay po? Ulitin ko, gagamitin lang natin yon kapag greater than or equal to yung hahanapin natin. Okay? And one thing more is kung ang hinahanap naman sana natin is that z is greater than or equal to, let's say negative siya, negative 1.82. No, negative. So, kung gusto mong gamitin yung pangalawa kong ginamit, kung gusto mo gamitin mo agad yung ating table at mag-less ka ulit ng 1, pero pwede mo rin naman siyang i-convert ulit as gawin mo siyang positive. So, z is greater than or equal to 1.82. Then, hanapin mo lang din ulit yung 1.82 sa ating z dito sa ating z-values table. Then, hindi mo na kailangang mag-subtract pa ng 1. Okay? So, yan yung unang dalawang example natin. Kapag less than and greater than. But what if mga kapatid ay ang ating hahanapin? And this is now our example number 3. What is the area at negative 0.78? Okay, what is the area at z greater than or equal to negative 0.78 but less than or equal to 1.65? Meaning to say, ang kanyang graph ay, ang kanyang itsura ay magiging ganito. Ano po? Between na yung hinahanap natin, dalawang hahanapin na natin dito na z-score. So, i-plot muna natin siya. Siyempre, sa gitna natin 0, 1, 2, and then 3, negative 1, negative 2, and negative 3. Unahin natin si negative 0.78. So, saan ba malolocate si 0.78? Malamang negative siya dito sa left side ng ating normal curve. So, assume natin na dito sa gitna ng between 0 and negative 1 is negative 0.5. Therefore, atras tayo konti para assume natin nandito si 0.78. Yan. Assume natin na andyan si 0.78. And then, next is i-locate natin yung isa pa nating z-score. That is 1.65. So, si 1.65, andito naman siya banda rito. So, assuming nandito si 1.5, so lagpasan natin konti para makuha yung 1.65. Andyan naman yung ating 1.65. So, ang hahanapin natin dito, class, is yung area between these two z-score. Okay? So, all we need to do is locate each z-score doon sa ating table. Ayan. So, yung una kanina ay yung una, that is negative 0.78. Okay, so asan ba si negative 0.78? So, si negative 0.7, negative 0.7, andito siya. And then, si 8 ay nandito. So, saan ba sila mag-meet? Is ayan. So, ang kanyang area or value ay 0.2177. 0.2177. Ayan. Yun yung ating z-score nung una. How about 1.65? So, malamang alam na natin kanina yung 0.65 natin, si 1.6 andito, and then si 0.05 nandun, that is 0.95. Okay? After mong makuha yung or malocate yung values doon sa ating table, similar kung ano ba yung ginawa natin doon sa mga dalawang unang example natin. This time, kunin na natin ngayon yung area between these two. So, ang gagawin lang natin kapag ganyang class, we simply get the difference between these two values na na-obtain natin. Okay? So, syempre, iwasan natin mag-negative. Wala namang area na negative, okay? So, unahin na natin si 0.95, 05 less 0.2177. Subtract mo lang yung dalawang yan para makuha na natin yung area na hinahanap natin. So, kapag sinubtract natin yan, it will give us an answer 0.7328. Okay? So, as simple as that. Ganun lang naman yung gagawin natin. Okay? Ulitin lang natin. Kapag negative, to the right yung shaded part. Pag less than or equal to the left yung shaded part. Pag greater than or equal to the right yung shaded part na hahanapin natin. Either mag-less ka ng 1 or kunin mo yung reverse nung given z-score na hinahanap para hindi ka na mag-less 1. And then, kapag between two values or between two z-score yung hinahanap, sa gitna, no? Sa gitna yung yung area na hinahanap natin. And then just simply subtract yung dalawang value na makukuha mo. So, yun yung ating tatlong example for our first discussion in probabilities and normal distribution. Okay, so for your activity, as you watch this video, recorded discussion, try to answer, submit your answer, write your answer in a yellow pad paper and try to solve your activity. So the direction for your activity is to find the following probabilities. Let's see kung nasundan ninyo yung ating discussion. So number 1 is the probability of z is less than or equal to negative 1.73. That is 1.73. Don't forget to graph and yung shaded part. And then number 2 is the probability of z greater than or equal to negative 0.67. And last is probability of negative 1.73 between z-score greater than or equal to negative 1.73 but less than or equal to negative 0.67. So, write your complete solution in a yellow pad paper and submit it on next week, Lunes or Martes pala. Okay, so that's all for our first discussion.